Hi everyone, welcome to Conversations with Michelle. Of course, I am Michelle. Today's topic is going to be relationships and social media, or shall I say, cheating in social media. I got a request for this, so here we go. I was asked, do you think social media is the cause for cheating? Or is it the person who's cheating, the person they're cheating with, or the spouse? I have to say this. Social media is not the cause of marriages breaking up. Social media is not the cause of relationships breaking up. Social media does not promote cheating. We have to understand that cheating was around way before MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, and all of those other social media sites that people are on. Social cheating has been around way before social media even thought about coming into play. I mean, before then you had paper and pen, you had word of mouth, you had telephones, and then before all this new modern technology, you had the pager, which of course everybody knew then. If you were going to cheat and you had a pager and you saw the code 69, you knew what that stood for. That was your booty call. You know, plain and simple, no need to sugarcoat it. Hopefully we're all adults here. If not, cover your ears. But I have to say, social media does not promote cheating. Social media is not the cause of the breakup of relationships. The person who is actually going out there seeking someone and actually cheating on their mate, their spouse, significant other, you may have it, those reasons are the cause for cheating. You can't necessarily always blame the mate because the mate could be doing everything that that person wants them to do. But at the same time, if one person feel like they want to cheat, they gonna go cheat. It doesn't matter if they getting everything they want to get at home. It's just if it's in them, it's in them. I mean, that's something they have to deal with, and it's something they have to get out of themselves. So once again, no, social media does not promote or cause cheating. People do, because people have been cheating way before any of this came into play, like I said. So with that being said, I have to say this. If you're out there and you're on social media, you need to be mindful of the things that you post. You need to be mindful of the people that are reading your posts. You need to be mindful of the comments that are coming on your post and who they're coming from. Because, you know, sometimes things can be misinterpreted, or you can take one person that will take something and run with it. I mean, they gonna make it be whatever they want it to be, even if it wasn't that. So no, social media does not cause cheating. No, social media does not promote cheating. But at the same time, it just provided a platform to make it easier, so to speak, because that you have more access to many more people through social media. So it has provided a platform to make it easier, but it is not the cause of cheating. It is not the cause of the breakdown of relationships. It is not the cause of the breakdown of the family. None of that stuff that people are trying to put into play and portray social media is doing. Oh, Facebook ruined my relationship. No, Facebook didn't ruin your relationship. You ruined your relationship. You ruined your relationship because you weren't being mindful of the things that you were putting out there. You ruined your relationship because you weren't being mindful or respectful of the comments that you were allowing people to post on your page. So Facebook didn't ruin your relationship. Twitter is not the devil. I mean, you ruined your own relationship because of things that you threw out there. People read into them. Yeah, they may have read the wrong things. And you know what? That's life. They've been doing it since the beginning of time. People always assume whatever it is they want to assume. I don't care what it says. They can take the most innocent thing and turn it into the most tragic and worst and just gross thing in the world. So you can't blame social media for that aspect. You have to blame yourself. You have to blame the person that is out there actually seeking to meet someone. I mean, you got Married people on here clearly states they're married, but at the same time, they're out there seeking whatever it is they can find. So once again, no, you can't blame social media. Blame yourself, blame that person, but don't blame Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, any of those other sites. You can't blame any of those other sites because it didn't pop up and say, oh, I'm here now, use me to cheat. No, that's just what people choose to use it for. And if that's what you choose to use it for, then quite naturally, because everything is open in the eye, quite naturally you're going to get caught. So the best way to not get caught is to not do it. If you got a mate at home and you're not happy with that person, try sitting down and talking to them before you get on Facebook, before you get on Twitter and start seeking out other people, because I can promise you what you think someone is not seeing, someone is actually seeing. And what you deem as innocent is not so innocent. I mean, it's not innocent, but you're thinking, oh, I could just put this slick little comment right here and everything will be okay. That's not the case, because there are always people out there that read between the lines. Y'all fail to understand, like, people are not as dumb as you want them to be. You could think your mate is dumb. They're not as dumb as you want them to be. And if they are that dumb, they got friends and family members who are not that dumb. And if they run across it and they love their family member, they're going to tell them, you know what? You need to go check out XYZ, because every time I turn around, they're chit-chatting with each other. I had this one episode where people were trying to send messages back and forth to each other, but one of them got so dumb and careless that instead of sending a message, they actually posted it to the page. Bam, you're busted. So now what? You should have went back old school and tried text messaging or something, but you don't want to text message. You don't want to use your cell phone because your mate has access to that. They can pull your records and all of that stuff. So you try social media. But, if you're not careful, all your information on here is not private. If somebody told you that it was, it's not. You got plenty of divorce attorneys out there that turns to social media, that turns to Facebook, that turns to Twitter to try to find out what is really going on. You got divorce attorneys out there that would dig up whatever they can. They will go through your friends list, all of that, just to find out what really is going on. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Because you have no privacy on social media. I don't care how many disclaimers you may post on your page. It doesn't mean a hill of beans. And when you sign up for it, they tell you that. So, like, if they choose to go to them with a subpoena or whatever they need from the judge, okay, I need you to pull every message from here, and we need them. Here's your subpoena. We need those records. Then what do you think is going to happen? They're going to get pulled and they're going to get exposed. So my thing is this. Try to work out what you're in. If you can't work out what you're in, leave. I mean, excuse me. Leave that person. There is no reason for you to be out here cheating. It's too much going on these days. Life is too short to be miserable and unhappy. And if you're miserable and unhappy, don't go out there and cheat. Life is let's put it this way, it's too risque to go out there and cheat with Sally Sue, Mary Jane, Tom, Dick, Harry, Fred, Jeff, Jennifer. It doesn't matter. It's too many uncurable diseases out there for you to just run around and stick your thing anywhere you want to stick it, or bust your legs open to anybody you want to bust your legs open to. You need to be mindful of yourself. Be respectful of yourself, if not anything else. I mean, if this person clearly stating to you that they're married and they say, hey, you want to go to lunch? Hey, can I take you to dinner? You want to go see a movie? The first thing come out your mouth should be, L to the no, I don't. Because, well, you know what? Yes, I want to go. Your wife going with us? Y'all going to take the kids? Something like that. But you have so many trifling women and men out there, they don't care. They just thinking about theirs and theirs alone, and I'm gonna get mine. So I don't care if you are married. Obviously, if you're seeking me, you're not happy at home. You know what? Grow up, get a clue, buy a clue, whatever it is you need to do, because that is not always the case in every circumstance. So now, with all of that being said, I reiterate what I said. Social media does not ruin your relationship. Social media does not promote cheating. Social media does not partake in any of the foolishness that whatever you want to call it, that you're doing booty call, I don't care, whatever you want to call it, is not, you don't blame social media. You blame the person that's doing the seeking. And you blame the person that you're cheating with if they knew about the other person. If they didn't know about the other person, you don't blame that person. You blame the person that's out there seeking and looking for whatever it is they can find and do what they do. You don't blame Facebook, you don't blame Twitter, you don't blame any of those things. You blame that person and that person alone. So, with that being said, y'all, once again, my show is coming to a conclusion. Conversations with Shell coming to an end. I love you all. Once again, if you have anything you want me to discuss, shoot me a message, and I'll be more than happy to discuss any topic that you put forth to me, and see what feedback we get, if any. Conversation with Shell. I'm Shell. Good night. I love you all. Many blessings.